my Esperaholic. So today is the next episode of Fantastic Friday. Now, if you guys don't remember, one of my older videos was about Pokemon Sun and Moon being officially announced as 7th Gen, the next generation after X and Y. Now, in that video, I said that I was not going to talk about anything Sun and Moon related ever again because, unlike a lot of video game lovers out there, I like trying to go in blind, knowing little to nothing about it. Sadly, that era is pretty much over in video games, and almost nobody does that anymore because that's just the world we live in with the internet. Practically, you can leak everything about a game before it's released, so there is no surprise anymore when it comes to a new video game, and I don't like that. I like having a sense of mystery and knowing about the game. So this video is going to talk about the few things I just accidentally, randomly found out about Pokemon Sun and Moon because the internet does not know how to keep its mouth shut. So, one of the new things I learned is just like how animals in real life, will either have different fur patterns or just have animals exclusive to that region. Pokemon are the same, obviously, with each region. So, for the Alola region, we have the Alolan forms of Pokemon we already know, such as the Alolan Ninetales, which looks very pretty. I like it a lot. The Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash. And I think there's another one after that, but I'm not exactly sure. There's also Alolan Raichu and Meowth, and Alolan Rattata, who looks like Luigi, and Raticate, so that's cool. Anyway, I also know that there are new Pokemon, such as the one that looks kind of like Donald Trump, according to everyone. It's practically become a meme now, where everyone's joking about calling it Trump, or the Trump, stuff like that. And there's also character customization back. Now they actually officially showed it off, so that's always nice. Anyway, there's also another one I, of course, have to mention as an Alolan form. And it's been a joke now on the internet that it's basically Executor having an erection. Which is freaking amazing and hilarious. I love jokes like that. Anyway, they also released a video going even more in depth, showing even more Pokemon, and I'm now going to bring up that video so we can actually talk about it. Why did I say we? I'm going to talk about it, you're listening to me. Anyway, there's actually a lot of unique Pokemon in there, so I'm going to now, bring that up. So once again, Pikachu's here, and he's going to spoil more of the game for us. Because no one likes to go in blind anymore. Even Nintendo's shoving this in your face. So we have Passimian, whatever. And I actually like him a lot. He looks kind of like he has a mango or some other kind of fruit on his head. I don't know. And I just find it fitting, since he's the daytime Pokemon. And there's some weird bug Pokemon, a turtle Pokemon, who reminds me of Magmar, maybe because of the color scheme and also his face. And that one passes out. And then there's one that looks like a freaking sandcastle. I don't like it. We already have enough silly Pokemon. Seriously, where's its face? At least the other weird food-based Pokemon have a face and sometimes even limbs like Executor to try to make it look like a living creature. The Pokemon literally looks like a kid randomly made a sandcastle on the stadium. So yeah, as you can see, On My Note is back. That's great. We already have enough silly Pokemon, like that garbage one, Executor, Execute, and other silly ones like that. And then we have our Oranguru for the dark, or whatever, noon version, yeah. I actually kind of like Passimian more, but whatever. We also have a horse Pokemon alongside the Alolan Marowak, so that's cool. I like that blue fish monster. It has a lot of detail, so that's always cool. I like the way it looks. You can tell the game overall just looks a lot better. The models look a lot more smooth, so that's always nice. And then there's this little guy, Rockruff, and he transforms into, or evolves into, Lycanroc. I like the midday form better than the midnight form. I actually saw this video already on Facebook, and I don't know, I just think it looks better. With the midnight form, it just looks silly to me. Like, if I was a Pokemon designer, I would not have made that. Like, they're trying to make it a werewolf, I get it, but it just looks stupid. I hate its design, it looks lame. Hopefully it has good stats, I don't know. Whatever. I just don't like the way it looks. Its attacks look cool though, at least. And this is what I was referring to before. Now they're going to go even more in depth and show the new customization we have. And now I'm not sure who I want to be, if I want to be a boy or girl in Pokemon, because usually I choose just depending on the character design I like more. And I like the guy version more, but knowing that I can customize the girl and make her look the way I want her to look, that helps out too. I like the black outfit a lot. And there's Pokemon Refresh, which is basically Pokemon Ami, but it looks like you can also heal Pokemon from paralysis and poison, so that's cool. So I guess you don't have to go to the hospital for that anymore, the Poke Center. I don't know. You can blow dry Pokemon, and oh god, here are the Z moves. I don't like the Z moves. Doesn't this look like something out of Power Rangers or something? Seriously, just put it in the Power Rangers theme, it's perfect. Oh, and now Pikachu is basically Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at that. It's the freaking homing attack. Look at that. It's a homing attack. I think it's hilarious. Anyway, and then we have another Z move, which, in all honesty, it makes me think of freaking Captain Planet. So you're gonna see what I mean. So here's Eevee, and it's like, okay, how does the Z move even work? Like, how are you summoning all these other Eevees? It doesn't make sense to me. But seriously, look at this, and then just think of the Captain Planet song, and this just makes me think of Captain Planet. It's hilarious. With your powers combined, I am Eevee! You know what I mean? Like, it's just perfect. It's perfect. Anyway, so yeah, the Z moves, I don't like that the Pokemon trainers look stupid when they're doing it. That's annoying to me. And that's basically all I found out about the game. Thanks to freaking Facebook shoving it in my face. So before I move on from talking about the game and move on to the anime, let's talk about that release date. November 18th. That's really not that far away when you think about it. We're already almost done with September. It's going to be October really soon. So this game is almost here. Pokemon Gen 7 is almost here. So that's actually really cool when you think about it. I like how you can actually have the trainer on the battlefield with you, like they're actually, you know, in the arena, unlike the past games where you really just only see the Pokemon during the Pokemon battle. So little details like that, the fact that they got rid of those little circle patches of land, like how you would see that in X and Y when the Pokemon are fighting, all of that is gone. It's now all, like, the Pokemon is in the environment, and you are in the environment as a trainer with your Pokemon too. So I like it. I like little details like that. The game just looks better. I like the little details for the Pokemon health bars, you know, crap like that. It just looks better. And I'm very much looking forward to Pokemon Sun and Moon and just the journey of the game. Hopefully it has a really dark and kind of morbid plot like in Pokemon X and Y, which some people feel like was not a very good story, but for those who think that way, I would say play through the story again, or just really think about it. It's actually not as hollow as people make it out to be. It's actually a very dark and messed up story. Anyway, moving on from that, we are going to talk about the freaking Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. So now, let's move on to the anime. According to some Japanese magazine, I think it's called Kotaku, I don't know, they've been releasing like little screenshots, little pictures promoting the anime, and there's even some footage of it on YouTube to promote the anime. And I don't know what happened. Either they hired a completely different animation studio for Sun and Moon from X and Y, or it's the same animation studio, but someone told them, hey, you want it to look different, you want it to look a certain way. And personally, I don't know, it's 50-50. It's hit and miss in some scenes, and then it looks freaking terrible in others. Like, I personally don't like the art style. It looks really bad. It looks like you took a person wanting to draw anime versus professional animators who are experienced in anime. And it just looks really weird. It looks really bad. But then there are other times where Ash looks okay. Like, during this close-up shot of Ash, he looks okay to me. I mean, I like the way he looks in X and Y a lot better. He looks sharper, crisper, there's a lot more shading and detail on him. Ash looks almost flat here with no shading on his face other than the shadow for his hat. So yeah, it's a very weird art style. It looks really bad in my opinion. I don't like it at all. And then that girl over there, I forgot her name. I think she's the assistant that doesn't like Pokemon battling. I forgot her name. But she looks fine to me with an Ash. Like, I don't know what the hell happened to his hair, his eyebrows. It's like they got someone who's learning how to draw Ash Ketchum, as opposed to someone who already knows the art style for Ash and are doing that. And then we have the Z moves in the anime, which, I don't know, I mean, it looks stupid. Like, again, the Z move poses remind me of Power Rangers. I don't like it, it's stupid. I mean, I can tell, I'm guessing this is somewhat based off of how in Hawaii they have those dances, those little Hawaiian hula dances that are really common in Hawaii. I'm guessing that's what they're basing that off of. But it just looks stupid to me. I don't like it. And, I don't know, it's just really hard to explain. And again, here's another good example. Ash's smile, it looks like it's almost crooked, like it's about to fall off of his face, you know what I mean? And then his ear is lacking detail as well. His hair, I don't know what the hell is going on with his hair. It's really weird. It's just really hard to explain unless you look at X and Y and then Sun and Moon anime back to back. It just looks so awkward. It's like, again, someone learning to draw anime versus someone who already knows the Pokemon anime art style, I should say. So it just looks so awkward and weird. I really don't like it. It just looks so bad. And there's people making fun of it constantly on Facebook. It's already earning a pretty, I would say, infamous reputation of having just really, really weird looks for Ash. And everyone else looks fine, but it's Ash who looks so bad. He really does. From just the character walking from far away, he looks really, really bad. To Pikachu and his weird faces he makes. The only real detail that I like that they seem to add that was not in the other versions of the anime is that Pikachu actually has fur. If there's a really strong breeds of living, you'll actually see that Pikachu's fur actually does get brushed back a bit. And you don't see that in the other versions of the show, so I think that's a nice little detail. But aside from that, the anime visually looks terrible. As an artist, this drives me nuts. That's why I've been ranting about that for so long. But as if that wasn't bad enough, apparently, according to people who have already covered the anime, Ash is going to go back to school. I'm gonna say that again. Ash is going to school. And he's going to graduate. So, I mean, I guess, you know, they had to change the formula at some point. Because Ash going to a league and losing a league over and over and over is going to get boring. I'm surprised they managed to even do it this long. At least in X and Y, he got really close to winning. He got like second place. So that's as close as he's going to get to winning. So now Ash is going to go to school. And here's the thing. Ash has already gone to sort of Pokemon Academy or Pokemon school places before in the anime. But it was maybe for like 1 or 2 episodes. 3 is pushing it, and then that's it. He goes back on his Pokemon journey to beat the Elite Four and all that stuff. But now, school is going to be the main focus of the anime and not so much the battles. So I don't know how they're going to pull that off and make it interesting. That kind of worries me. I mean, this is coming from somebody who kind of dropped the anime after, I would say, the Hoenn region Pokemon Advanced. But I got back into it a little bit with Diamond and Pearl, and then I saw a little bit of Black and White. The character Iris annoyed the crap out of me, that's why I just sort of stopped watching after that. I saw some of the Pokemon movies for Black and White, and that was really it. I've been wanting to watch X and Y a lot. I've heard X and Y just looks a lot better in terms of animation. They actually got rid of the classic anime trope where the characters are attacking and then they freeze and then you see a bright background flash behind them. Even though it's such a classic trope to anime, and they did that a lot in the Pokemon animes from Gen 1 to 4 and 5, they completely dropped it for Pokemon Gen 6, X and Y, and they use a full 3D camera when the Pokemon are fighting, so now it's just them fighting in a more realistic, more aggressive way that feels like superpowered animals beating the crap out of each other as opposed to this weird, almost manga, you know, comic book freeze frame kind of style that they would do in anime. Which is, you know, fitting because a lot of anime, not all, but a lot of anime is based off of a manga, aka pretty much Japanese comic book, so it makes sense to do that, but with the anime, to make it more fast-paced, I feel like it just flows so much better with the way they fight in X and Y. I love it. And it has even a little bit of a 3D feel with some of the backgrounds rotating, and the Pokemon are rotating in midair. It has this almost 3D feel to it, so I like it a lot. I just hope that the Sun and Moon anime just, I don't know, they improve the art style, they do something as Ash and Pikachu look so freaking bad. I found screenshots of Pikachu looking terrible, Ash looking terrible. There's people making fun of it saying that it looks like a little kid is drawing Ash Ketchum now instead of, you know, professional animators. It just looks so awful. I hate it. I hate that he's going to go to school. I don't know how they're going to make this work. I really don't. And Ash was so cool and hardcore and badass looking in X and Y, and then make him look like a total spaz idiot in the promotional art for the anime. So I think he's just going to get toned down again and be a total idiot like the way he was in, I think it was Gen 4. Yeah, where he started to be stupid again, even though he should already know a lot about Pokemon by now, considering he's gone to almost every single region in the world in Pokemon. Anyway, here's hoping the anime doesn't suck ass. I hope the art style gets improved over time. This is reminding me so much of Gurren Lagann in episode 4, where for whatever reason they had to switch animation studios for that one episode, and the quality dropped really bad because of that. It looks so cheap. So that's what this almost feels like. It feels like they had to drop one animation studio, hire another one, and then quickly just start animating the show as soon as they could, because they're maybe under a deadline. Who knows? I don't know. But it looks terrible. I hate it. I really hope the show just visually improves Ash and Pikachu. Maybe that's just for like the first episode of the anime, and hopefully it just looks better over time. I don't know. It just pisses me off. I just hope they manage to make this anime work, you know. Especially because X and Y, it brought back so many people to the anime who had given up on the show as a whole, like me, who wanted to see Ash get better and, you know, be more cool and kick ass and actually, you know, think and be more of a, you know, strategist when he fights. Anyway, this is ASMR Gaming going away. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.